The Queen's secret Sandringham service laying Diana's ghost to rest, Charles's slur at unscrupulous French and Prince Philip's cruel jibe at Fergie over her affair. Society writer Kenneth Rose reveals his scandalous private diaries. The veteran newspaper diarist and gossip Kenneth Rose seemed to know everyone who mattered, royals, aristocrats, prime ministers, and more. Yet many of his most sensational stories he kept for his private journals, now published in their second volume following his death in 2014. Here, he writes with unparalleled access and devastating insight as he watches the ingenue Diana Spencer join the royal family, August 8, 1981. On the royal wedding, I hear that it was originally arranged that in the carriage procession from St. Paul's back to the palace, Johnny Spencer should drive with his former wife, and of course Diana's mother, Mrs. Shandkid. But when told this at a meeting in Buckingham Palace, Johnny pulled such a long face that the Queen said, "Oh, all right then, you can drive with me," which much to his delight he did. The Spencers were given 50 seats for St. Paul's. When Johnny showed Diana his draft list, she crossed out all the family who had not bothered to come to the weddings of her sisters. One day she will be very formidable. August 18, 1981. Former Master of Christ's College, Cambridge Jack Plum tells me that the palace forgot to ask Gordon Richardson to the Prince's wedding. He should have been there as Governor of the Bank of England, but that was not all. He had lent the bank to the Prime Minister for her to give a lunch to the assembled statesmen from abroad immediately after the ceremony at St. Paul's. October 9, 1981. Duke Hussey, future BBC chairman, married to the Queen's woman of the bedchamber, has been staying at Balmoral. He reports that rumors of Princess Diana's boredom are accurate. The prince goes out at 9 to shoot or fish and she does not see him again until 7. Dookie wonders if he will make a sufficiently good king. He thinks not. The prince is too immature, and the contrast with the firm style of the Queen will be most marked. February 6, 1983. I hear reports of the school where the Princess of Wales taught infants. She is apparently not very clever and certainly without any of the intellectual resources needed in marriage to the Prince of Wales.